What's up guys, Rizzo here coming at you with another Borderlands 3 video. Today I want to show you hands down the actual best build for Flak in Mayhem 3. I've looked around and I've seen tons of videos about the best Flak build and most of them are all over the place. I want to make sure my viewers have the best build possible in the game. I've done a lot of testing to come up with this build for Flak. He's been nerfed and then finally buffed some as well. The background footage you are seeing is the Proving Grounds Trial of Discipline. As you can see, this build destroys everything. So let's get into the skill tree. Your core build will be in the Stalker tree. 5 points and Furious Attack. After shooting an enemy, Flak gains more handling and gun damage. So after 10 shots, Flak will gain 20% gun damage without factoring in the extra bonuses that will be applied from other skills. Next is 5 points in Overclock. Flak gains 10% fire rate and an additional 10% after reloading. Not the greatest skill, but it is the best option we have to proceed further down the tree. Now we want 3 points in Turn Tail and Run. So when you stand still, you gain 12% fire rate and 25% gun damage. When moving, you gain damage reduction and health regeneration. Decent skill, definitely the best choice from what we have to choose from. 1 point in Lick the Wounds so that your pet can revive you. It comes in handy when you go down and need a little extra time to get that second win or need the revive. I prefer taking it. 3 points in Eager to Impress. Whenever Flak or the pet kills someone, the action skill cooldown time is reduced. This will help us get the last necessary points to get to the capstone. 5 points in Hidden Machine. When Flak isn't targeted by an enemy, he gains 30% damage dealt. Great skill, it speaks for itself. 3 points in Fast and Furious. While above half health, Flak gains 25% gun damage and 10% movement speed. Grab the capstone skill, the Power Inside. When Flak activates an action skill, he gains 25% more damage. If he is at full health, the damage is doubled to 50%. Be sure to put on Fadeaway action skill along with Gorillas in the Mist and Unblinking Eye. This will give us around 7 to 8 seconds of guaranteed crits when paired with Persistence Hunter. Unblinking Eye. Successive hits on the same target increase critical hit damage by 75% each. It stacks up to 3 times, reaching around 225% critical hit damage increase on the third stack. Now we will head over to the Master Skill tree and put 3 points into Persistence Hunter. It will increase the duration of our action skill, which we desperately need after the nerf. It will also increase our gun damage by 12%. Over to the Hunter skill tree, we come to the real question. Leave no trace. Before the nerf, this skill was a must-have. After the nerf, it was garbage and not included in the build. Since then, they buffed the skill to proc after every 0.3 seconds. It was enough of a buff to make the skill viable again. It isn't as powerful as it was before, but it is still a great skill and definitely the best choice we have to choose from. 2 points in Interplanetary Stalker to get to the next tier. Flak gains a damage bonus per stack after killing an enemy along with some other useful bonuses. 3 points in Head Count. When Flak scores a critical hit, there is a 30% chance to reduce the action skill cooldown by 2 seconds. 2 points in Hunter's Eye. Flak gains various bonuses when fighting different kinds of enemies. Consider the fact that the required class mod Bounty Hunter will enable these bonuses to be applied to bosses. Make this the reason I take 2 points into this skill over an additional 2 in Interplanetary Stalker. 5 points in Two Fang. 25% chance to fire an extra projectile per shot, must have skill. 2 points in Big Game. Flak's Hunter skill effects are increased by 20% and last 67% longer. Pair that with Bounty Hunter, which gives Flak a 3% chance to activate any hunt kill skill when dealing gun damage, and you can see the synergies piling on. Finally, the last 2 points in Most Dangerous Game. When Flak kills a badass or stronger enemy, he gains increased gun damage by 17% and critical hit damage by 6.7% and handling by 25% for a long time. Add on top of this the fact that Big Game will increase the bonuses further and the legendary class mod will give it a chance to proc just by shooting enemies. Now for the weapons. With this setup, the only weapons you will need for general mobbing is Fire Roland's Call for when you activate your Fadeaway skill and the enemy has shield and health, or just health. Outside of Fadeaway, for general mobbing, you will get the most use out of a Fire Lucian's Call or a Corrosive Lucian's Call. This is because every crit you get with these weapons will add ammo back to the magazine, enabling you to shoot nearly endlessly without having to reload, which when adding in head count, every crit you get will have a chance to reduce the cooldown of your Fadeaway by 2 seconds. For boss killing, all you really need is a Molten Leuta and a Sellout and an Elemental Projector artifact. You can get a Sellout from a mission on Eden 6 and the Ambermire from the mission board. Tyrene will ask you to kill yourself, and if you do, she will give you a legendary pistol. Try to do this on non-Mayhem mode and non-True Vault Hunter mode so you can get a really low level one that won't damage you hardly at all, so that you can proc your Elemental Projector artifacts with. Just shoot your feet with a Sellout, that will proc the 183% damage increase, and unload your Molten Leuta, preferably one with 18 or more magazine size into the boss, and they will instantly melt. This build is so so much fun to play, and it definitely makes Flak shred through enemies. That's all for this video. I hope it helps some of you. If you enjoyed it, then please smash that like button and subscribe for more Borderlands 3 content. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.